Yeah, that looks pretty good, right? Oh no, I forgot to put my little feet on the glass. I'm going to have the power pull. I don't want to short anything while I'm fiddling with stuff here. All right, that looks pretty good, right? All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to, these are like metallic washers. I'm gonna replace those with plastic. I'm gonna replace all the rubbers, some flippers, and also the ones that you can see, the one here. So there was another band. No, there's not. Is there only 3 bands on this game? That's incredible. Yeah, I wonder what the juice is on my wireless mic. I don't think it's, yeah, all right. So it's at the 3rd left there. Good stuff. All right. So let me find my Titan kit here in. So here's another thing we can debate. If someone fancies, and that's what your favorite flipper rubbers are. So I'm going to put these on, and these are super bands. I have super bands on all my games because I love the way that you buy a set of super bands for your game, and that's it. You never have to buy flipper rubbers ever again, and you wipe them off with Novus, and they look like they're brand new. I have these the washers for the slingshots. I hope these, yeah, they are a little bit oversized, but they will go neatly here, and I'll remove the metallic ones because they will ding the balls. What else do we have here? Yeah, so there's only 3 rings. That's incredible. There's not a lot of rubber in this game at all. There's 1 large ring, which I can't even find where that would go. There is a rubber map in the manual. I'll probably have to look that up because I can't see where that. Oh, it's back here. It's not even. Oops! It's not even in the on the active play field. I'll look at this damn wobbly little flasher. Yeah, that is going to go out. That is going to find its way out one day. All right, I'm just going to leave it for now. So that's where that goes. And then we have these small little post rubbers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where's the 7th one? Oh, don't say that is a hidden one. Or did I just get a spare one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I need to take the rubber map out. I cannot find it for the life of me. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I'm just reading through the chat here, so that's why I'm just standing here like doing nothing. All right. Yeah, super bands over Titan for the flippers. The thing is, I'm going to test a few other brands because there are so many new ones now. So because everybody has such a strong opinion on the super bands. Yeah, I guess that while I'm not playing the game, it's just like the thing is like having the first few flips is sort of like, yeah, sure, it's exciting, but at the end of the day, I want to get the game like it's not leveled the way it is now. For instance, it's not like it's not straight because my garage is like leaning and all that stuff. So I want to get the game in place where I want it and set everything up. I want to have the playfield waxed down and everything good to go, so I can play the game for the rest of the day without, hopefully not even lifting the glass, right? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but that's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to just dig out the manual here and see where my 7th rubber ring is going to go. I believe the map is in the manual, because I could find it online. I kind of built this on Titan Pinball myself, the kit there. Every page looks the same. Does anyone know which page? Yeah, the newer games actually, they come with manuals. I can't remember which game it actually started with. I mean, and they are pretty comprehensive. They're not as detailed as the old Bally Williams manuals that had like all the electronics mapped out. They don't do that, but near enough. They have a lot of the board information is actually on here. Light. Where's the rubber map? Jesus Christ, how difficult is it? Let's see if there's a index. Do you want to help me find it? Parts reference, rubber size chart, 5.2, page 36. There we go. All right, so there's apparently a rubber ID number 4. Oh, there is a small rubber post just next to the Mecha Godzilla. All right, so mystery solved. And I can also tell the ETA on the download is 23 minutes, so 24. Yes, it's kind of jumping up and down. So it's going fairly quick, I'd say. I don't know how big the file is, but is it like 4 gig or something like that? So just going to get rid of this here. I also like putting down before tools and things make it onto the playfield. Just like put a little towel down like this to not cause any unnecessary scratches. Let me see if I have a micro cloth. Actually, it's much better. Oh, here it is. There we go. It's like a surgeon preparing something. So the ceremony here now is that I'm gonna do the, that's the wrong size. I'm gonna do the slingshots first because that's the most work involved. Oh, it's different sizes on those nuts. Okay, that makes sense. Fair enough. And you want to be really careful when you work on the nuts that sit directly on the plastic because it's really easy to scratch the plastic. It looks really shoddy. No. 3/8? No. So I'm replacing the washers. So the washers that the game comes with. What did I do now? Wasn't that the right size? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so the washers, the metal washers, when the ball hit those metal washers, they ding the balls. Ding balls, they scratch the playfield. That's how simple that math works. Oh, look at this. This is one of those son of a bitches. Yeah, so I think the right one is a wood screw because it's pulling the whole thing out of the playfield. Oh, there we go. It didn't need much. Something I also forgot to inspect here is the so the landings in the outlanes, if it has Mylar or not. Oh wow. Yeah, so what I'm saying wow for is I don't think I've seen this before. I need to check my Mandalorian and I'll talk you through what I'm seeing here. Yeah, this is new. This is new. Thank you, Stern Pinball. So what happened here is that the Mylar that usually sits in the in lanes where the ball drops is usually just a spot Mylar. So what they've done now, the Mylar goes all the way from down here up into the in lane. All the way up to the insert there, and it's the same on both sides. That is really good for scratches because, and yeah, so the most important thing is like in the bend here, so to speak, right, where the ball kind of changes trajectory, you always get so really deep whirls there, and that is all Mylar now. That is really neat. All right, thank you for taking care of my game, I guess. All right, need to lose one more here. Oh shit, that one was a dud. Yeah, so I think these posts sit in T-nuts underneath the playfield, and what happens here is that the grip in the nylon nut is basically pulling the whole thing out. Yeah, that's exactly what is happening here. Oh, there we go. No. So you need to put some pressure on the post itself so it doesn't, oh, this is going to turn to shit now. This nut is going to find its way somewhere. All right, yeah, so that needed to come off anyway. All right. So what do I do? Yeah, so I need to lift a few more plastics here to get this ring out underneath here. So let me do this first. Yeah, so this post came loose completely. Well, that's the wrong size, if I have a new one. Yeah, that depends on it, Brian. You can set up a new game in like 5 minutes if you want to. But not if you're as picky as I am. Go, all nice and tight. Yeah, so I guess that what you also can do here, if you're concerned about the clear lifting, is to put those like rubber feet underneath the post here. I'm not like super anal about that, so let's just hope that the torque is not too much. $20 games deep. Yeah, I'm gonna go more than that, I think. This is a fast playing game. Yeah, I've been on this now for 3 hours. Jesus. I would guess that I'm probably an hour from gameplay. But at the end of the day, I'm downloading code. So that is currently sitting at 57% complete. So you're finding different colored lock nuts there. I'm kind of reading back in the chat there. That would be a pretty cool thing. I've been thinking a lot about that as well. I'm thinking about like what you can do to enhance the looks. Because on some games, like the shiny metallic kind of look on the nuts and the bolt heads and stuff like that doesn't look very good. It looks really shoddy on some games. All right, new rubbers on. Let's see if I can just figure out how I need to dismantle this thing here. There's another small band that needs to go on here on the left side. I think I can do a bit of a ninja maneuver here without loosening anything and without breaking anything. It kind of feels like... Nah, I don't want to risk it. There's a screw you can loosen towards the back of this plastic assembly that will give you a little bit more flex, right? Yeah, that's enough. you need little tiny hands here. All right, it came out. Pulling teeth. I'm going to flex my very awesome little hook tool I have here. Going to flex my Husky little hooking tool. This is really good for like gripping rubbers and kind of stretch them over flippers, and you absolutely need one of these for the super bands. So I just need to figure out how to get the rubber on the post in the back there, and it was really tight, really snug. You're not wasting any space on this game. Then you can just use that little hook tool and guide the rubber where it needs to go. It's like that extra hand that you wish you had. Ah, crap. That didn't go very well. Right, so we're gonna have to do this in a different order. Pull the lower leg last. There we go. There's also a little washer there as well. There we go. And then we have all the little posts as well. So we're just going to do that. Make sure I have all the rubbers swapped out. And there was one in the back that were accessible as was, right? Oh, this Mecha Godzilla, he's quite chunky he as well. Like, oh man. Yeah, so this black rubber behind the Mecha Godzilla, the ball is going to hit there like once every 10 years, so it's not like super important to pull it, I guess. I guess it becomes more of a cosmetic thing more than anything, but I'm going to try to get it out anyway. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think you need to be extra careful there because there was not a lot of room for errors. Yeah, we had that one in the back there as well. A 3/8 ring. Yeah, I don't like the black rubbers to begin with because it just grinds the game down really quickly. I guess you can get black aftermarket rubbers that are not as porous as the Stern ones. And I guess you could have selected a different kind of color for this game as well. I'm not like super into that, but just that this white translucent sort of rubber, it kind of works in every situation I've used it in so far, so I'm kind of just running with it. Download is at 75%. Should have had a second cam, progress bar or something. Oh man. Yeah. my big fat hands are not friends with this arrangement. Oh man, come on. I have zero patience for this at the moment. Yeah, it's really odd because you can't reach the top of it. It's just like the fat arm is in the way, so you can't like push it down properly. So you need to find grip on the sides, which is also impossible because there's a damn wire form in the way. Oh, look at that. Now I did something ugly there. So the plastic kind of got bent over the wire form. There's not supposed to be there. All right, I need to do some operation here, some surgery. All right, there we go. Beautiful. All right, so we had another one here. Another tiny one. Okay, so that one is moving. Okay, so give me a second here. I need another special tool here to hold that. Oh, lightning flippers are not next. Yeah, another thing we can have a little chat about, which I find really interesting, is that on all the Godzillas I've played so far, the flippers have sort of been slouching, hanging downwards. And I want to, yeah, it's the same thing on this one, where basically in the resting position, the dent in the play field is not centered on the tip, and it annoys the hell out of me. The left one is a little bit more centered. Well, it kind of depends on which angle you look at. But if you look at them, I mean, at the end of, yeah, I'll try to show you what I mean later. But when you look at like the inline rail or inline kind of metal, and if you would align that with a, let me just see if I'm correct, and I will show you what I mean later when I'm fiddling with this. Is that, yeah, the flipper is like slouching. So if I hold my ruler against the metal, there's more than 1/4 of an inch to the tip of the flipper. The gap on the tip of the flipper is more than 1/4 of an inch, which is a lot. Damn. All right, now we have, there's a post next to the scoop as well, and the scoop is a very well visited shot in the game, and that somehow is a 3rd size. Back. Right, so that whole black plastic needs to come off, otherwise you will bend it. Oh, that fits really snug on there. Good job. Yeah, somehow to me this game just feels old to me. I mean, I think it was like months ago since we were at Cal Extreme and Lynn's got their Pro and all that good stuff. But you can see on my Stern Insider profile there that I haven't played it a whole lot. I wonder if you would benefit having a washer on that there, because that little corner is really exposed. Yeah, let me see if I have a small one. No. I'm really running out of my washers. And these like washers, they are made of like Lexan that it flexes with the when they hit, so they won't snap that easily. And this one needed a bigger hole, of course, because the post that holds the ramps are a little bit thicker than the regular posts. All right, so okay. So I kind of need to thread them on. Right, here it comes. Takes a little bit of work, but it will go down. Yeah, I usually have a stash of these. I think Pinball Life sells like a mixed bag of different sizes, because it's not like a one size fits all. Some look better if they just like barely, they're just on the edge of the original plastic it's trying to protect. That one goes there, right? Yeah, these washers were actually a little too big, but yeah, about 1/8 of an inch. They protrude about 1/8 of an inch more than the original. One thing I really like about Keith Elwin's games is all the metal he puts in them. I really like that. Wireforms is a staple, modern pinball attraction, if you will. Okay, so now things are happening on the screen here on the Stern Insider connected. So let me see if I can just put this washer in place and we will switch over to see what's going on the screen. Yeah, I usually get plastic protection sets as well if when they come out and they have a good fit and stuff like that. And in some cases actually makes the game look better. So let's see if I just can zoom out here, if that's enough. Yeah, I don't know if that's too small, but I'm just going to do this. So it says here, it says ready to install version 0.85. So it didn't do anything automatically there. So let's just hit the software update. So you get a little bit of, you get some options here basically. Install update now, install update later, discard update, set update start and stop times. So you can basically have a window when you update your game. So say that you were running a location, you can basically schedule the update when basically just when your location is shutting down and there's only staff there or whatever, something like that. I'm just going to say install update now, and it's restarting the game. What was that? Did you hear that? That was like a really weird sound from the speakers, just like farted. Yeah, and then you get back to the old jazzy, yeah, you can't see it there, but it's just the regular game code update ceremony, like if you had a USB stick in the game. So let's get back to the fun and games we're doing here. All right, so what have I done here? Yeah, the plastic needs to go on here. All my fingerprints, big sticky greasy fingers on basically on everything now. So this needs to go down there and there. So okay, so replacing the rubber kit on this game is very easy. I would say if you want to replace the posts as well, the black plastic posts, you want to put in some nice cliffy posts or something like that, that's definitely going to take more work because there are quite a few of them. But they're not, no, I mean there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's like 5 posts and they're fairly easily accessible. So yeah, so that would something you could do as well. Oh, I'm gonna drop this fat thumb. Yeah, the left sling needs to go. Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm working on the left side. Okay, so the game restarted again, and now it's doing the update. Yeah, so it has the 4 gig update here that it's currently working on. And we got a raid. Chrome Candy Pinball with party of 3. Welcome to the party. Be yourselves. We're in the middle of getting a Godzilla LE ready to play here soon. I said 20 minutes ago that we're going to be ready in about an hour. And that's about 40 minutes, and so far the only thing that's left to do here is basically replacing the rubber. Oh no, haha, I have my knocker kit still to install. And look at this, my amateur, I also forgot to put my cup holder on, so that is something that I need to do. All right, back to business. The knocker kit is like super simple to install anyway, so yeah, cup holder is important. But the thing is, it's not important to actually play this game because I always put my drink in the game next to me. because otherwise I will spill my drink. Because I like to manhandle the machines. All right, we're gonna have, let's see, find that in the center there. Need to tighten a few more nuts here. So the update is now at 1.8 gig, about halfway through. So okay, everything is nice and tight. All the new rubbers are in. I'm running out of washers. Ooh, there we go. And we're gonna replace the rubbers. Yeah, these black rubbers are not my favorite. Yeah, and I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna adjust the flippers because they are. Yeah, they're slouching way too much for my taste, to be honest. I don't know why they do that these days, but I'm gonna have to adjust them. So be patient with that as well. So we might actually have some a little bit longer than an hour. I just need to check my batteries here. Oh shit, they're running out. The plastic washers, they last forever. They don't break. If you break one, it's just like, send me a picture of it. Let me see here. What was I doing? Yeah, rubbers. Yeah, so super bands are super hard. They're super stiff, and people are complaining about it, that they're hard to put on. And that is, I like to quote a very clever man. I used to watch his YouTube videos. His name is Doug Shupinski, and he's a motocross bike mechanic, or a general bike mechanic, he says. It's just like, and the quote goes something like, if you're struggling, you're doing something wrong. He says something in the lines of, if it's like everything else in life, if you're struggling, you're doing something wrong, right? And I'm sort of made that my life motto. It's just like, if it's difficult, if you're struggling, you're doing something wrong. So you just have to use the hook tool that I showed you, the Husky hook tool, and they go on like butter. Yeah, I put my sweaty hand fingerprints and palms everywhere on the game now. It's ugly. All right, nice and centered. All right, there we go. All right, so what I'm going to do here while the play field is wide open and I'm going to fiddle with the flippers, I'm going to put on a coat of wax and let that dry for a bit. When I also need to put in the knocker kit, yes. So this is the wax we use in this household. The thing is, I bet you can use any Carnauba wax. Just look for the ones that have some weird chemical in them that you're not supposed to put on your play field. I can't remember exactly what it is, but this you can buy off Amazon, and this tub will last forever, basically. On the upper one is not straight. You're damn right it isn't. Damn, can you actually see that on the stream? I need to down the resolution a little bit so you don't see my mistakes. Yeah, so the way I wax play fields is just like, I don't like go in and smear down the whole thing, right? I just do the wide open surfaces, right? So I don't go like in the in lanes or anything like that. Just like as close as I can get to all the components on the open play field. What is that? It's a fly in my game. Die, you little fly. And with Carnauba wax, what you do is that you put on a coat of fresh smidged wax, and you just let it dry into like a film, and then you just use a microcloth to kind of rub it off, basically, right? And that creates a really nice smooth surface, so you'd have like zero friction for the balls, which is very nice, very protective for your play field. There's another upside of using Carnauba wax for your play field, that is just like it cleans so easily off, right? So when it gets dirty, you just take a one of those like shop towels I showed you, the blue ones there, you can get at Home Depot, and you just wipe it off, and then you put on a new coat of wax, and the game is like brand new. So that's my secret, how I keep things fresh. Obviously, you need to clean the game like in the because the wax the balls will automatically kind of drag the wax along wherever it goes, like in the in lanes and all the little tunnels and stuff, right? So you kind of need to wipe that down as well, because the dirt will, and you will also have ball trails, and those need to be cleaned out as well, right? But if you just do this regularly, the game will look brand new forever. Yeah, it's a really weird angle here. I need to come around. And the thing is with the wax, you don't want to go too close to the components, because if you jam this like applicator like close to a post or something, the wax will kind of dig into the post and it will just look like absolute shit. So you don't want to go too close either. And the ball don't go on the foot of the post anyway, so you don't have to have wax all the way up to the edge of the components. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, and then just let it dry. You can put on multiple coats. It doesn't really help that much, but that way, if you put on multiple coats, then you know that you haven't missed anywhere. All right, so update is at 4,200 megs out of 4,400, so it's getting close. So what I want to do, let's do the, I'm just going to do the knocker kit while things are No, I don't want to do the knocker kit because I need to power off the game when I do that. So let's just muck with the flippers here and see if I can get them aligned. I missed. All right, there's the stand. So usually when I work on the flippers, I don't pull the whole play field out. Let me see if I can get a better action angle for you here. I usually just have the play field as it is now, just half extended. No, let's just see if I can pull the camera out instead. All right, so don't look at the screen now because you will get dizzy. Just need to clip on the mobile stand here. There we go. Let's see if we can get. All right, did you hear that, folks? The game update is ready. Not quite there. There's that weird noise again. So I'm going to work on the flippers here, but I can't. Also, all right, so let me see if I can show you what I'm whinging about here first. Okay, so let me see if I can get my little ruler here. So if you can see that here's the dent on the outer edge here. So I use this to point with. There's a little hole there, and that is supposed to be the center of the flipper, right? So that should align. Oh damn, this is too difficult to do with so many hands. So you can see that it's not perfectly aligned. The flipper is slouching just like a millimeter, right? And the same thing on this side here. Right, let me see. Yeah, it's really difficult to hold it like straight because you need to be an exact angle above the flipper to see that it's actually slouching. And the other artifact is I need to change hands here. So if you follow the ball guides here, I'm just going to align this here and then I align the camera, right? So now I'm holding it completely straight against the angle, against the ball guide there. And then you can see the gap. Damn, this is so hard. The gap right there, like, it's huge, right? So, and that means that shots become very difficult to make, like especially shots that are far out, like making the ramp with a slouching, making the left ramp, left ramp from this flipper with this amount of slouch, you have a very short path on the stroke here where you can make that shot, right? So I'm going to try to put it as much in the center as I possibly can and take it from there. Oh wow, that was really dark. Let's see if it can adjust itself. Oh, okay, it's getting the... I see what you're crying about. You don't like the ceiling lights. There we go. Yeah, the thing is that if it looks worse on one side, yeah, it definitely looks worse on the left side here. Yeah, you can also see that because another trick is, like I'm just talking about what I'm doing here, but if you hold both flippers up and you can put something on top of the tips of the flippers, and if it's not like in a perfectly straight angle, perfectly aligned, then one of the flippers, and I can see clearly on this game that the left flipper is slouching much more. And I just think it's a sloppy job from the people that are putting the games together on a line, that they're not making sure that they are properly aligned. like the first game I played at California Extreme had it was slouching like extremely much, right? I mean, everybody who played the game when I was there, they commented on it. It was just like the flippers were kind of hanging. And I remember, Phil actually asked the owner of that game, like, did you adjust the flippers to make the game harder? And he said, no, that's how it came from the factory. So there's definitely a deviation. So every Godzilla you're going to play, if it hasn't been adjusted properly, is going to be different. So I'm just going to use an Allen key here to loosen up. I do not like that this is an Allen key to begin with. But it is what it is now. Sometimes you just have to loosen it a little bit and kind of force it into where you want it. I need to loosen it a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, there we moved it. All right, that one looks good. So what I'm going to do now is just adjust both of them, and then I'm going to hold both flippers up and see what it looks like. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's not much room to maneuver here. So make sure you have really good tools and really strong hands, because these are tight. I'm gonna put my gloves on. I'm gonna cut myself otherwise. There we go, loosen enough, about 180 degrees. And don't leave the tool in there, like I did. It's coming together, it's coming together. Where did I put my little ruler, you think? I should have a spotter in the place here to just like keep track of what I'm doing, so I'm not putting things in places where I can't find it, which I've clearly done now. Stupid. How far can I have gone, you think? Walked around here. All right, it's next to my laptop. There we go. Yeah, There's no straight angles in the graphics on the play fields. It's really difficult to see, but that sort of feels straight to me. The thing is that it won't close the gap very much on the from the rail to the flipper, but at least I will know that it's straight and it will be correct. Yeah, tightening these bolts is always like, oh, is it going to break now? Is it going to break? Excuse my language, but this is really tight in. Yeah. All right, that's going to have to do for now. Might do a few further adjustments depending on how fast I can crack the old man's high score. All right, so that was that. Flippers, playfield just need to be cleaned off all the wax later, but I'm going to put in the knocker kit.